All right, guys, we are live. What I need you to do is go ahead and comment below. Just let us know that you're here. Go ahead and send out those last-minute text messages, even though we've already gotten started. Said, hey, hop on the training, okay, guys? These trainings are so important. You can see we got Michelle Roussel on here. We've got Larry Lane on here. We're just going to share with you some nuggets tonight about some things on team building your business, customer acquisition, things like that. And then we're maybe go into some question and answer type things. But we are excited that you're here tonight. First thing I want to just go ahead and get this out there, okay? We do have our Nashville event coming up next Saturday. That's April 23rd, next Saturday. And a little bird has told me that possibly the CEO and his wife are going to be attending, okay? So here's my take on this, guys. Michelle, can you tell me how far you were driving?
It's a little over about 500 miles, about 9 hours.
Okay, Michelle's going to drive 500 miles. 500 miles, okay? So I'm going to say right now, safely say, if you're within 500 miles of Nashville, Tennessee, guys, you need to be at this event, okay? And don't come up with an excuse like, oh, my favorite ball team's playing that day, or I've got to watch this, or I've got to watch that, or I've got to I've got to comb my hair. Don't be coming up with excuses like that, okay? Because here's the thing, guys. You're going to see some amazing things at the meeting. You know, we can get on here, I can get on here, and Larry can get on here, and Michelle can get on here. But when you're collectively together, face to face, and you get to see each other, eye to eye, you begin to understand more of the passion that you have, more of the passion that the company has, the vision the company has, and things like that. So go ahead and get your tickets. Make the decision tonight, okay? We're probably looking at doing another event in Nashville, Tennessee in August, okay? A lot of this is going to depend on how much participation we have in this area. I know most of the guests that are coming are from the local area. We're going to continue to do that. The next event we do in August will probably be the last time we do it at that location, because that location will only hold 220 people. So my goal is to put 250 people in that room, if that makes any sense. So I'm just going to go ahead and kick this off with some things tonight. And a lot of people saw my Facebook status earlier. Michelle and I and Larry were just talking about this. But one of the things that I think makes us and sets us apart just a little bit different than other opportunities are the customers that we're gathering here, okay? Because a lot of times in the past, you're so focused on building a team that you're not so worried about customer acquisition. And I can honestly say, I've been in programs before where you had to have customer acquisition, but I never had customers beating down my door. I never had customers saying, you know what, I've got to have more of that product. If you don't have your drink mixed up, go ahead and drink that up or mix that up. But Michelle, I think she just said she just had one. So here's the thing. I made a post today that said something like, it really irritated me when people considered a sale only at that. So I'm glad I closed the deal, or made a sale, something like that. And one thing that sets us apart, guys, is we are doing our best to develop relationships, develop friendships, and create such a culture that nobody wants to leave what we're doing. And we're doing that by sharing our products. We're doing that by sharing our products, which are just incredible, by the way, but it's just another number. And one thing I've really got to hit on, if you're just getting started and you're looking at getting some customers, maybe you've just gotten 3 or 4 customers, or maybe you've been in almost 90 days, like Larry, like Michelle, like myself. Can you believe that we haven't even been in this thing 90 days? That's incredible. So we're approaching 90 days. And here's the thing. What I want to just really, really get across to you, as you are sampling this out, or as you're gathering customers, people going to your site and they're ordering, make sure that you're touching base with those people. Just, hey, Michelle, how's it going? I know you've received your product by now. How are you doing on the product? And your customer's going to be, they're going to be honest with you. They have nothing to lose. And some of my customers say, well, no, I've only lost like 10 pounds in 3 weeks. And I'm like, praise God. And then some of them are like, well, I wanted to see the results that you have seen, and here's the way I think about that. Everybody's bodies are different. Everybody doesn't have the same mindset, and I'll say that. And I just showed This is actually the first Coke I have drank in a long time. But guys, we were rushed tonight. I wasn't able to make my own dinner tonight. Revival started at church tonight, so we stopped by and I did get a Coke. So forgive me for getting a Coke and not staying on the action plan. But I do have a nice body drive mixed up here. So we understand, okay, now that the product works. And here's one thing that I can take from it is as the product began to work in my body and I started seeing a difference and changes, I wanted to reach another level. So I had to step it up a notch with maybe the food that I was eating, the intake that I was eating. But here's what's good about this is I can sit here and eat my French fries, okay? And I'm not telling you to do this. Please do not do this. And I might not lose weight tonight, okay? I might not lose any weight tonight, and I'm okay with that, okay? However, I cannot blame me not losing any weight on this product not working. I have to blame the product not working on me because I ate this thing of French fries. And that's small, by the way, so just putting that out there. But you can't blame it on the product, okay, because the product works. We've seen that over and over and over again through several people's testimonials. So if you get a little sidetracked, okay, like we all do, I went on vacation a few weeks ago, and I did not take my skinny drive purposely because I said, you know what, I'm going to eat some Giordano's pizza. I'm going to go down to Orlando. We're going to eat some seafood, all you can eat or something like that. And I said, I'm going to gain some weight. I knew this going into it, okay? And I knew that when I come back home, I was going to have to get back on it, hit it hard, and here we are. And Jamie and I tell people all the time, I said, it's amazing where we have come because we're almost 90 days into this, and our goal is to be 50 pounds down each by Friday, okay, by Friday. I don't know if we'll meet that goal. It might be more like 45 or 46 pounds, okay, but we still have a goal to meet, and we're pushing for that goal. But here's the thing. I know had I not stopped every once in a while and got me some French fries, that, no kidding, with the way this product has been working and the way it curbs your appetite and everything, I would probably be down like 60 or 70 pounds at this point. And some people are like, well, that's not safe. Well, guys, I feel great. I'm starting to look okay. But it's incredible, okay? So as you're following up with your customers, and if you've got a customer that says, well, I only lost 5 pounds, or I haven't lost this, I haven't lost that, it's time to get real with them, get real personal with them, and say, hey, well, have you changed your eating habits at all? Because there's one thing that we can all agree with is this product curbs your appetite. It does. It curbs your sweet cravings and everything like that. So it actually, you have to make a decision. Okay, it's not making me hungry anymore. I don't have an appetite for sweets anymore. And now it comes down to this. Am I going to eat them anyway? Am I going to eat it anyway? So I tell people all the time, don't eat if you're not hungry. Only eat when you're hungry, and stop eating when you're full. It's as simple as that. So that's something there. But always touch base with your customers, okay? You always want to make sure that you're touching base with your customers. Celebrate their smallest victories, okay? Whether it's 3 pounds, 5 pounds, 7 pounds, whether it helped them with joint pain, whether it helped them with migraine headaches, whatever it is, celebrate the small victories that they may have. And I guarantee you your customers are going to stick with you. And whether they want to build a business or not, they're going to refer people to you, okay? And that's where you can kind of turn them over and say, you know what, I would like to show you how to make some money with this as well. So that's what I've got on that. I'm going to kind of turn this over to Michelle really quickly if I can. And Michelle, if you want to reiterate on that, or if you've got anything that you want to say about customer acquisition, or maybe what you see differently about this with gathering customers versus other programs that we've.
Well, one thing, Noel, that I definitely see is, I think what's so exciting, just like with you drinking your body drive right now, people feel that difference, whatever it is, whether, it's that focus, that clarity. I sent some samples to a friend of mine in Texas, and she said, I felt different, but I couldn't put my finger on it. So, you know how other products make you feel you have that crash, that burn, or whatever you want to say, and they're not feeling it with this. And I'm seeing more and more people that are experiencing right out of the gate. Actually, my brother, I haven't even told y'all this, he became a customer, he ordered, and then he called me it was only 7-8 days later. He said, I need some more body drive. And I said, what happened? And he said, I completely, I'm out. And I said, how are you out? And he said, well, I said, Rick, there's no way you're out. He said, it just makes me feel so good. I have no idea how many times he's taken it a day, but there's no way. I mean, he must be drinking it every meal, snacks. But he said, I've got to have that. He said, I feel like a different person. So that was quite exciting because he's had a lot of health challenges. And, he actually took it to his doctor because of all the health challenges that he had. And his doctor said, it's great. There's nothing in there that would harm you. It only looks like it'll do good for you. So the difference I see, Noel, is we have a product that I can give to my son who has special needs. And he even asked for it now, which is amazing. He does this little hand sign to show that he wants his drink. We can give it with a good conscience and not worry about it, and it's going to make a difference to them. So that gets me excited. And I love the fact that it's not pushing somebody. It's not trying to convince someone. It's just say, try this. We're sharing something that truly can make a difference, And for me, the energy that I have, taking it, I can't wait to take my body drive in the morning. It gets me through the day, and I want it again and again. I'm the same way. I could have it mixed up all day long and be drinking it. That's just, I love the taste. I love what it does. But kind of bringing it back together, what I think Asia Sciences has done is, by putting it together this way, by us going out and it being about customer acquisition, about starting with that really strong, solid customer base. You never know who's going to rise from that. Just like you said, we've got so many examples of people that are doing this business like crazy, and they've never had experience, but it's because of the results they're having, and they want to share it. So it comes back to network marketing where we say we don't sell, we share. We really do share at Asia Sciences. And the rewards and the results are amazing. Like our Tuesday testimonial calls, you hear me say this over and over. I've never seen so many testimonies come in such a short period of time. Now think about that for a second. There's companies that have been around for a long time, and they don't have the stories that we've already built up in less than 90 days, and some of these people have not been there 90 days. I know I haven't. So I'm just excited to be part of this and to watch people kind of come out of the woodwork that didn't even have any intentions of building the business. What a reward that is to find a product, because we've discussed this, you got all of us before. Forbes magazine talks to the baby boomers, to me, talking about you need to find yourself a product or service in the network marketing arena that you would take or you would use yourself. To kind of take you into those golden years and share it, because that's what they're looking for, the retirement. We have that here, not just the baby boomers. I mean, everybody's looking for a plan B. Everyone's looking for a way to make additional income without an additional boss, and we have it here at Asia Sciences. So, starting with the strong product and then moving right into our compensation plan, everything we have, we really check all the boxes off. If somebody sat down and you were looking for a business, you would want to look, how much money am I going to get make if you're looking for a business? Is the product, can the product withstand not just just a little bit of time? Who doesn't want to continue these products? Everybody wants to. So I'm just excited to be part of it. I'm excited that we can build a really strong customer base, and then there's going to be business builders that are going to rise from that we had no idea that were there. And that's the beautiful part with Asia Sciences to me. Back to you, Noel.
All right, fantastic. One thing that Michelle was talking about is how we've gotten customers in here, and now they've come out of the woodwork and they're wanting to build a business. And here's why, guys, is because of the product. It has nothing really to do with the leadership. It doesn't. It doesn't really have anything to do with the compensation plan. It doesn't. It has everything to do with the product. And I'll say this again, for the first time in a long time, I've never had anybody beating down my door. And my sister's a prime example of this. I've got a lady, and I hope she's watching, Barbara. I'm just going to kind of call her out, but she told me, and I believe she's coming to Nashville. We were just talking about that, and she said, I think I'm coming alone, just to share a little bit about her story. But I think she told me she had been in 15 or 17 different network marketing companies. Okay. And that's a doozy, okay? So you can imagine where she's not going to have the support from some of her family. She's not going to have the support from some of her friends and things like that. And I said, Barbara, you know what? You just go out there. We're going to prove them wrong. All you have to do is share this product with people, and people will start talking, okay? You're going to see your own results, and your customers are going to start seeing results, and they're going to want more of it. And the next thing you know, it's going to spread, and it's going to spread, and it's going to spread. The difference in what I see here versus some of these other companies out there is a lot of times in the very beginning, you'll see this really huge big surge and it's like boom, and then it goes down to nothing. What I see here is more like a snowball effect. We've started, and it kind of started small. You know, we put a few people in here, we put a few people in here, and I logged into my back office this morning. Guys, I'm not saying this to impress you whatsoever, okay? But we started, every one of us on this thing started with 0 people, okay? Every single one of us started with 0 people. But just goes to show you the power of how if you share the product, what can happen. I think today I logged in and there was 486 people in my organization, okay? Now, that just shows you what happened in 90 days, okay? So let's just say you've started in here, you got on the product, you didn't share it with anybody for the first month or two, and now you're ready to share it, okay? Look what can happen over the next 90 days. More than that could happen. Absolutely more than that could happen if you share the product. So that's what's very important about this. It is a product-driven business. I mean, we can sit back here all day long and talk about the money side of it, and the money's great. That's why I'm in the industry of network marketing. I think we could probably, most of us would agree, that's why we're in the industry of network marketing, unless you were a customer and you're on this thing now and you're interested in learning how to make money. And I'm telling you right now, you're interested in learning how to make money because this product worked for you, okay? And then you found out there was a money side attached to it. You know, I talked to someone the other day who's a member of our church, and she's been on this product, and she said, hey, I think my sister wants some. And, you know, and the first words out of her mouth, do I need to share your site with her? And I was like, no. And I said, if you want to make a little money, and she didn't realize you could make money with it. And I said, look, you've already got a link. There's no fee to upgrade. I said, even if that's all you ever do, you're going to at least make $20 off of that customer that comes in, which is your sister. So she was like, wow, that's pretty neat, you know. So, well, then I see her at church today, and she's like, well, I know this person, this person, this person, this person, and this person. I was like, well, I thought you didn't really want to make any money, you know, but that's how it goes, guys, because, you know, it just goes from, you know, being a customer. I seen some results. My sister saw that I had some results. Now she wants me to send you your link. And I was like, no, let's get her your link, you know. And so just educate your customers. You know, if they start coming to you saying, hey, this person wants some, this person wants some, just educate them on, hey, you can make some money too. And if they say, I'm absolutely not interested, take the customer, okay? Take the customer. By all means, do it. You don't want to pressure your customers into making money, but just to kind of have the idea up there. Educate them on it. You can make money because, guys, the reason they came in was for the product. Okay, it wasn't to make 20 bucks here, 20 bucks there. And what starts happening is things start snowballing. Okay, I've already had Amy Bryant, you know, this evening. She said, I'm coming to Nashville. She said, Adam can't come. He's got something to do. I think he's working that day. She said, but we're ordering for Adam tomorrow. And then she said, then Amanda Robertson, that's somebody else we go to church with. She said, Amanda Robertson is going to be ordering later this week. And I'm like, man, this is incredible because Amy, and guys, she's going to share her testimony soon, so I won't share too much of it, but she had thyroid cancer, had her thyroid removed, okay, and basically she was gaining weight every single day. I mean, recently had her thyroid removed, and she was gaining weight, she said, every single day. We got her on this product, and she said for the first time since she's had her thyroid removed, she's actually watching the scales go the other direction. So that's very impressive to me. That this lady has no thyroid whatsoever. She's on the products, taking them like you're supposed to take them, and she's seeing results, okay? So I want to go ahead and bring up Larry Lane right now, and he, you know, Larry, just share with them, you know, why you think, you know, in your own words, why you think this is so different right now than everything else, and why we've got our hands on something so powerful. And then after that, we might get into some question and answer type stuff. So take it away, Larry.
Hey, Noel, absolutely. And first of all, thank you, everybody, for being here. But, you know, one of the main things I see, just like Noel and Michelle said, you know, we have a strong product. And, you know, Noel's got people knocking his door down. This is the first time I've ever been able to send out a product, and literally I'm having the people call me back in 2 to 3 weeks saying, how can I get more? What do I need to do? I've told you guys about Ruth Ann. I mean, she had taken the product just a couple of days, and she tracked me down. I mean, she lit up my voicemail, and I know she's going to be in Nashville. I'm going to be in Nashville this Friday. Noel, Michelle, I know Dr. Holmes is watching the training tonight. So I just feel like we've got something special. Everybody that's ever worked the company with me, they know that I believe in the product. They know that I promote the product because I'm a strong believer. If someone takes the product and they believe in it, they're going to stumble into the money. Or either they're going to say, hey, this product, you know, I've done this, or I feel great. How do I make money? How do I share the product? You know, and I know I was just talking to Amanda Reeder a couple of days ago, and she was having some trouble, and she was just like, you know, I just don't know if I'm sharing it wrong, but I feel like, you know, I'm not getting through to people. And I really hit on it. You know, you've got to be real. And I know Ruth Ann just said this past Thursday night on the call, you've got to believe in what you're talking about, because I'm telling you, if someone's listening to you and you're trying to tell them or share something with them, they know within 1 minute if you even believe you know what you're talking about, or if you believe in what you're talking about. So, you know, I just feel like everybody here at Asia Sciences, you can lead with a product that you know you can count on. We hear the testimonials every Tuesday night. You know, we have so many people getting results. I think it's incredible that Noel Floyd and his entire family, I think he's got 7 members on the product, and they've lost about 170 pounds as a family. Boy, if you don't think that's a testimonial that you can share with people, how many families out there can look at their family and say, well, I've got 6 members right here, we can, you know, get everybody on the product. I just feel like you have to lead with what you know. I don't think you need to sit in one place and try to convince somebody how good Asia Sciences is. The product should speak for itself. If they're not willing to order the product and at least try it, you know, I told Amanda, I said, you need to tell, you know, somebody, if you see somebody, this product worked for me, it's changed my life, and I feel like it could do the same thing for you. I would love you to try it. I felt led to share it with you. You know, lead with that person knowing that you cared about them enough to share something that worked for you. And I think if a lot of people will start doing that and getting out of their comfort zone, just be real. Just be yourself. Just share what you know. You know, and that's another reason I feel like people should be on these calls every Tuesday night, every Thursday night, because you start to learn about your business, you start to believe in your business, you start to hear testimonials, and it really starts to educate you on what you're sharing, which is Asia Sciences. And then when you start sharing it with strangers or customers in the Walmart or whatever, or people in your family, they know that you know what you're talking about. You know, I just believe everybody needs to plug into the tools. We've got so many great leaders, we've got so many great calls and trainings, but I feel like people aren't utilizing those. And you've got to build up your own confidence. If you're going to share this and really change your life and build a business, you got to plug in, you got to share what you know, and you got to share the tools, which is why they're here for you. So, you know, Noel, as far as Asia Science goes, I know that everybody here that's watching this, you've got a chance to have a success here, and a lot of companies, maybe you don't have that chance. Maybe the product's not strong. Maybe the comp plan's not strong. Maybe they've got poor leadership. But just like Michelle said, we've checked every single box here, and if you plug in with us and you run with us, we're taking this around. I'm telling you, we're going to take this around the world. I was just telling Michelle, we got teams in Vietnam that are already starting to grow. We've got teams in Mexico that are coming in every single day. We've got teams in Russia, they're starting to order. This is a global movement. You're all a part of it. And to be based in the United States right now, where 90% of our sales are, you've got the biggest opportunity of all. All the tools are in English. All the calls are in English. All the webinars are in English. You've got the first mover's advantage, and it's all in your language. So you got to plug in and utilize that. So, Noel, I'm just excited to be here. I'm hoping everybody gets to Nashville, Tennessee, because that is going to be an epic meeting, and I think it's going to change a lot of people's businesses.
You know what I love about something you just said, Larry, and I know we've got people on this call tonight from Australia. I've seen Peter already comment. I think there's some people on there from Malaysia tonight. But here's the thing. Larry, I, and Michelle, I think most people know, we were all in an opportunity together in the past, and I will say this. You might correct me if I'm wrong, Larry, but I am pretty positive that probably 95% of our organizations were international. Now, there's nothing wrong with that at all. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But what I love about what we're doing right here at Asia Sciences is right now, 95% of our organizations are right here in the United States. And one thing that I absolutely love is getting face-to-face with people. I love doing that. And, you know, I tell people all the time, I'm so glad for some reason that I was not able to build a huge organization locally, because I don't know how people would take that, you know, because, you know, there's always a transition. You kind of, you know, lose friends and things like that through transitions, but the timing wasn't right. Guys, the timing is right, okay? So there's a few other things. Larry started talking about Amanda. and maybe he said, you know, just coaching her and things like that. Guys, do not hesitate to reach out, okay? I want to give you a few little pointers and a few little tips. It's very important that you're not just using one outlet to promote your business, okay? We use face-to-face marketing a lot on my team, and I love it, okay? We're having meetings. Mom and Dad are as old school as it gets, and they're having little one-on-ones at their house. I think the other day they said they had like 5 people, you know, it was like one here, as another one would leave, another one would come in, you know, things like that. So it was pretty powerful how that was going. And but here's the thing, I really need you, okay, everybody right now watching this, if you're trying to lose weight, okay, if you're not trying to lose weight, don't worry about it, okay? Maybe you're as thin as a rail and you're as healthy as can be, and you're just taking the products to help you feel better, okay? Weight loss is a side effect of what we're doing if you need to lose weight. However, if you need to lose weight and you need a weight loss testimony, okay, a lot of people come on and they say, well, I don't have a testimony yet. Here's the thing, share someone else's. There's enough pictures out there before and after now that you can share someone else's testimony. But I need you to take your picture. Okay, I need you to take your picture. You don't have to share that thing with anybody yet, okay, at all. But I need you to take that picture. And the reason being, guys, is because you need to believe. You need to have the faith, and you need to believe that your picture is worth $1 million, okay, because it will be. Amanda took a before and after picture. She was wearing the same shirt. You know how powerful that picture is, because before, and I'm not picking on Amanda, but before the shirt was tight on her, okay? You could see every curve of her body, and then when she posted the after picture, she had that shirt bunched up in her hands, okay, where she had to actually like roll it up and bunch it up in her hands. She had lost that much weight. Now that picture will make Amanda $1 million, okay? But the thing I've got to get the point across here, okay? Amanda, everybody else, you need to print those pictures out. I learned something from my dad the other day, okay? Now I do take my picture around. I'll take mine around. But Dad and I went down to Nashville, Tennessee a few days ago. We wanted to kind of scout the area out of, you know, where we're having the meeting. We wanted to touch base with some people, things like that. And Dad was carrying this binder around, quite a bit bigger than this one right here. But it was a big binder. It was actually a big notebook binder. And I was like, what is in that thing, you know? And I kid you not, okay? And here's where I kind of dropped the ball, okay? Because I was gonna wait a little bit, but here we are at the hotel, and so I got to give hats off to Dad. Here we are at the hotel, and Dad brings his big binder in there, and I'm like, what in the world, you know? So I'm talking to Amy, and Amy is the sales representative that got our hotel all booked up for us. You know, she got our room for us. She's the one that has really helped us get this event going. And, you know, and Amy knew what we were doing. I told her, you know, kind of about what we were doing. Oh, no, here goes Dad into business mode, you know, and I will almost guarantee you by the end of the weekend, Amy's probably going to sign up under Dad. Okay, so Dad brings this notebook out, all right, and we're sitting there, and she's like, what are you doing, all this? Dad's opening up his notebook, and he's like pulling out these pictures, and he's like, look, that's Noel. Then he's like, look at him there, and look at him here. Look, this is so-and-so. Look at him here, look at him there. This is what. And then Amy's like, I need that product. And I was like, holy cow, he's going to sign this lady up before I even get a chance to. You know, but anyway, that was Dad, you know, and I was like, I don't care, it's in my organization, so it doesn't matter. But the point I've got to get across is you better be sharing this with somebody before somebody else shares it with them, okay? Because my whole idea was like, I'm going to wait, I'm going to get her while the meeting is going on. I'm going to get her that weekend. I never imagined Dad and I going down to Nashville, Tennessee, and doing this event, you know, or doing this little thing, and together. And the next thing I know, I mean, Dad's got her hook, line, and sinker. He's just reeling her in, you know. And I'm like, this is crazy. But he's got that notebook, and I bet he had 10 pictures in there of before and afters. Before and afters. He's printed those things off. Some of them are laminated, and he's just pulling them out. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm like, that is genius. Okay, so what I encourage you to do tonight, okay, because don't just use Facebook as a means of marketing. Don't just use Instagram as a means of marketing. Don't just use face-to-face as a means of marketing, okay? Everywhere you go, every aspect of what you do, plug your business, okay? Plug your business. You never know who's listening. You never know who might want it. and then the person that might not want it might know somebody who wants it. That's the thing. Okay, so it's very important to always be sharing. But Dad, he took that with him, and he also had a bottle with him of the drink, and I thought, how powerful is that, that he'd done that. But we went around, posted up some flyers and things like that. But I thought, he's going to get her, and I hesitated on saying anything because I wanted to keep it all business on her end until we got to the meeting. But I was like, you know what? More power to him, because I failed to share with her exactly what we were doing while before we even got there. So I'm just putting that out there. Don't be second, don't be third, don't be fourth to share it with somebody. Be the first. Be the first to share it with somebody. Guys, we're still so new that I can poll 10 people right now outside in this area, Walmart, whatever, and they'll have, well, Asia, what? Is that overseas? Is it made in China? No, it's not made in China. It's made in the USA. But I mean, that's what people are gonna be like. Asia, huh? And right now, we're so new that's how people look at us. They're like, oh my goodness, So from an opportunity perspective, good timing, fantastic timing. From a health and energy perspective, the timing's always good. The timing's always good. It just depends on your customer, the mindset that they have. Are they ready? Are they ready? Okay, to take a journey, lose some weight, feel better, feel great, things like that. And your customers, guys, are going to make you more money. I'll tell you that right now. In this business, your customers are going to make you more money than any other person I think you could bring to the team that builds a business. And the reason being is because your customers, okay, are solely worried right now about them and getting results for themselves. And once they start getting results for themselves, that's when their family members, their friends, their co-workers, everybody starts asking, what in the world did you do? And all they got to say is, man, I got this drink off some guy, that was on Facebook, or I saw him at some gas station, or I saw this flyer hanging up somewhere, and I got this drink off of him and this wafer, and I've been losing weight ever since, and they're like, how do I get it? And that's where the ball starts rolling. So I am proud to say that with almost 500 people right now in my organization, the majority of those people are absolutely customers. And that's the first time ever I think that has ever happened so quickly. Guys, get out there and share this as much as you can, okay? And it will pay off. It will pay off. And if I heard somebody say something, I can't remember if it was Michelle or Angel, maybe it was Dad, I can't remember. And somebody said you got to work this like you own $1 million business, okay? It might have been Michelle, I can't remember. But and I've heard that all along. You've got to work your business like it's $1 million business, like you paid $1 million to get in it. And I've always said that, but this person said you can't work it like you own $1 million business or you paid for $1 million business. And the reason being is most people have never run a business, most people have never owned a business, and they don't know how to run a business. You have to work this thing like you work your job and your life depends on it. That's how you have to work it. You have to work it like you work your job and like you have a paycheck coming at the end of that 2 weeks. Those of us that don't know how to run a business will fall flat on our face. We will fail, like many of us have many, many, many times. So work this thing like you are getting ready to get a paycheck. The only difference is there's delayed gratification that comes along with working this like a job. That snowball effect begins to take place. Your first paycheck might be $20. Your second one might be $40. Your third one. And I'm not going to share, okay, what Michelle told us earlier, okay, but she said, well, I logged in and I had this amount, okay, and Noel told me to go log back in and see what it was for the next week, okay, and I'm not going to tell you the amount. It's nobody's business, okay, but it almost tripled, didn't it, Michelle? Just give me a big yes if it almost tripled. So what she saw one, okay, week versus the next week after she hit manager, all right, that's the magic number right there, manager, Magnificent 7, it almost tripled. Guys, hit manager. If that is the last thing you do this month, hit manager. Don't go to sleep. Don't go eat extra cheese or do whatever you need to do to go get your 7 people this month, okay? I promise you, when you start seeing that roll in, this is from a making money side of it, guys, after you hit manager, you just want to keep on doing it over and over and over again, and you get a little taste in your mouth like you haven't never seen before. And I about hit the floor because Larry knows. Larry knows what I was making in my last company. And he also knows that within just 90 days into this, less than 90 days, I've nearly matched what that is. And it took me 2 years to do that before. Guys, there's nobody that's listening to this call tonight that can't do that. Every single person can do that. Every single person. And the reason being is because it's so new. Get out there and get your own testimonial, okay? Develop your own testimony, develop your own story, use someone else's until you have your own, and go be a customer acquisition fool for this stuff. All you got to do is share it. Don't sell it. You know, just say, look what it done for me. Look what it done for Noel. Look what it done for Michelle. Look what it done for Larry. Look what it done for Amanda. Look what it done for Stacy. That's all you got to do. That's what Dad did. He sat there and he pulled his notebook out and he started showing pictures to people. And that lady was like, I have got to have some of that stuff. Simple as that. Simple as that. There was no force feeding or any information or anything. It was just sharing what other people had experienced on the product. That's it. We're going to be sure to get her some samples in her hands this coming weekend at the Nashville event. Larry, Michelle, do you guys have anything else you want to share before we call this thing a night?
I want to say one thing, Noel, real quick. You know, Larry mentioned you got to plug in. And I'm going to say, if, you know, this was huge when you said print those pictures, have those pictures. I've been showing the pictures, but I haven't printed them out. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to have those pictures printed out because we can be high-tech, but being high-touch is going to change everything. And if you stay plugged in, you're going to stay lit up. That's why you've got to be on these trainings. You've got to be on the calls because it's easy to stray away. But I'm all fired up now. You know, I'm thinking about all the possibilities and the people that I better get to before somebody else does. So you've motivated that inside of me. You know, we're business builders that are sharing a product that can maybe save or change somebody's life. Now, it could be a customer or it could give them an opportunity to change everything that's going on in their life. And we know that massive communication equals massive income. So the more people we tell, the more customers we get. You know, we are in this to build a business. We are in this to build a business. So that's what it's going to do for us. And I'm just grateful to be part of this. I'm grateful. I hope one day that this can be absolutely full-time and all that I do. That is my goal, and I'm excited. And I can see that happening. So I appreciate both of you, and thank you for allowing me to share some this evening. Back to you, Noel.
Hey, Nolan, I was going to say
Absolutely.
really.
Michelle, you got anything to add to that, Larry?
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to just remember, like you just said, you know, everybody's goal is to get the manager. You know, if you look around at a lot of the people, just go to our Facebook group, you can see all the testimonials. You can hear the testimonials on Tuesday. It's not hard to find 7 people that are looking for more energy, 7 people that want to manage their weight. There's so many things that our product does for overall health. And, you know, it's just, it should be your goal to plug people into these products and share these products because they're helping a lot of people. Like Noel just said, you know, if you don't have a story, share somebody else's story. But this is absolutely a company, a comp plan, a product, the leadership, the training. This is something you can plug into and absolutely change your life. You know, a lot of people have had trouble in this industry. Maybe they've never had success, but I'm telling you, people are doing it with Asia Sciences. And I truly believe it is because our product is so strong. Anybody can lead with this product. And when you've got people coming up your door like Noel does, selling hundreds of dollars of this product a week, and you've got people calling you back saying, hey, I feel great on this product. I think somebody posted a couple of days ago in the room, I know when I go to bed at night, the first thing I'm thinking about in this morning, I can't wait to make my shake tomorrow. I can't wait to make my body drop, my energy drop. So it's just, you know, I think about it, I crave it, and I know a lot of people weighed in on that thread. I think there was like 20 or 30 comments. I can't wait to drink mine every single day. I look forward to it. So this is something that's helping a lot of people. But, you know, you got to have that belief in yourself. You've got to really want to do it. You've got to want to change your life. You're not going to change your situation if you don't plug in. You know, we've got all those recorded calls. I think we've had about 24 calls since me and Michelle and Noel started doing the calls. There's 24 recordings sitting there. And I'm telling you, when I get into a business, I plug into a business, I live it, I eat it, I breathe it. And if you need motivation one day or you're feeling down or somebody told you no, they didn't want to try your product, go listen to one of those recordings. Get your belief back. Stay plugged in. You know, Michelle just said it perfectly. If you're plugged in, you're lit up. You're on fire for the company. But make no mistake, there's going to be people that are watching this webinar right now. 6 months from now, they will not even realize where they are financially, how much they've changed their life because they plugged in and they shared a product that's already working for people. You know, we have sharebodydrivenow.com. That's our sampling program. I know a lot of people are using that, but guess what? There's some people that aren't using it. But sharebodydrivenow.com, I know Noel did a 10-minute video showing you exactly how to set it up, exactly how to go order your samples. And one thing I really want to promote, this Tuesday night, Dr. Holmes is going to be doing the call with Michelle, talking all about Body Drive and Skinny Drive, but you're going to hear so much great information on that call. I've already gone over, Dr. Holmes has told me some of his bullet points. You do not want to miss that call this Tuesday night at 9 o'clock, because if you really want to believe in the product, you need to be hearing it right from Dr. Holmes, because he knows the ingredients, he knows everything about this product, and he knows why everybody should be taking a product like Body Drive. So, no, that's all I got. You know, I'm excited for everybody. I think we've got one of the best teams, one of the best business models that I've seen in probably 10 years, and I'm excited for the people that are a part of it, but I can be excited for you all I want to, but if you're not excited and you're not doing it for yourself and your family, it doesn't matter. Me, Noel, and Michelle can be excited for you all we want, but you got to plug in and you got to do it. If it's working for somebody over here and it's working for Noel, who's brought in hundreds of people just in Kentucky alone, there's nothing special in the water in Kentucky. What's happening in Kentucky, Noel and his family are getting out there, they're doing meetings, they're plugging in, and they're making it happen. Well, it can happen in it can happen everywhere, all over the U.S., all over the world, if you plug in and you take that leadership and you do it. So, Noel, that's all I've got. I'm excited to be here, and like Noel said, reach out to myself or Michelle or Noel. We're here to help anybody, because I'm telling you, we want you to succeed, but you've got to want it too.
Absolutely, Larry. I tell you what, guys, this excited me tonight. I hope it excited you guys tonight. But get out there, share it, okay? Because that's all we're doing. We're in the business of sharing, not selling. We're in the business of sharing, not selling. All that comes later. The money will come along with it. Just be patient with it, okay? Start sharing all you can. We'll see you guys in Nashville, Tennessee on the 23rd. And I got to put this out there, okay? Because Dad and I drove down there this week. If you are driving that morning, you need to leave an hour and a half to 2 hours before you thought you would have to leave. And I'll tell you that because we only live an hour and a half to 2 hours from Nashville, Tennessee, and it took almost 3 hours to get there because of the traffic in the middle of the week. I cannot imagine what it's going to be like on a Saturday morning. So if you are driving that morning, make sure you leave about an hour and a half to 2 hours before you thought you would have to leave, all right? I'd hate for anybody to miss the first portion of the meeting just because you got hung up in traffic or an accident, something like that. It's very easy to get there, okay? But just make sure you leave in plenty of time. Registration will start at 9 a.m., and we will see you guys there. You guys have a great night, and God bless.